Well, it is Friday and I am in the office. It was a very busy week for our law firm here, both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, mostly in Pennsylvania. I was on a jury trial, and the trial took a kind of a odd turn. We ended up having to pick two juries because our first jury we lost that we lost the panel because if you haven't done a jury trial before or haven't been an experienced in one, there's a panel of approximately 60 to 70 people. And from that, you draw your jury, which is 12 people and two alternates. This particular case, we began selecting our jury from a panel and got about halfway through it. And we realized that unfortunately, the panel had heard something that they shouldn't have heard about the defendant. It just came out. And it was really no one's fault. It just kind of came out inadvertently. They had read something that they shouldn't have read, and we had to start over again. So that was day one. Day two, we were able to get a jury from a panel of, again, about 60 to 70 people. Didn't have any issues, but we started the trial, had opening statements, had our first witness, and then after the first witness, there was an issue again, which occurred during a brief recess involving the jurors. And again, it created a potential issue where there was going to be a mistrial. The trial, even though we do our best to argue for our clients, I believe that the trial was not going well, and I'm not afraid to say that the trial was not going well for us. And that's just an honest assessment. It's based on my professional experience and training and knowledge. It wasn't going well. And I took the opportunity to speak with my client, and I said, look, we can do this all over again, or possibly we can negotiate something here. Because I think the Commonwealth also, even though I thought the trial was going maybe better for them, it was a toss-up. And I think that very easily it could have resulted possibly in not a full conviction, and we possibly would have seen a mixed verdict. There's always a possibility that a client can be acquitted or found guilty of all charges, but in this particular case, it wasn't totally clear. So I made the decision to speak to the client, advise the client, and we ended up entering into a negotiated plea. That is very unusual. Normally, you start a trial and you finish it. That didn't happen, but I believe that it was still a very good result for our client. We advocated for our client very aggressively, and I think that everybody went home that day with an understanding that we did everything that we possibly could, and I think the client was very, very satisfied with the result. It wasn't an acquittal, but it was nevertheless, I believe, the best result that they could have expected given the circumstances. With that said, did not put out any new content this week. It is Friday. I do give my weekly e-update advice. If you are stopped for suspicion of DUI in Pennsylvania or DWI in New Jersey, do not refuse the chemical test. It'll never help your criminal case. Be polite to the officer, be respectful, but don't give consent to search your property or person. I did finish out my week in Montgomery County. We did a negotiated plea today in another DUI case. Again, a tough set of facts, but I believe that our client received a very good result. But if you have questions about your case or a friend's case, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website GamboneLaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available there. In addition to those two matters, I was also in New Jersey this week. So lots of bouncing around, but the jury trial really took a lot out of us. It has been a long week for us, so looking forward to tomorrow. I will be in the office tomorrow. It is spring and the hockey season is over, so I have a little more time to cut up, to get to some things that I've been putting off. Not necessarily things for particular cases, but just loose ends that we should be squaring away to make our law firm as efficient as possible. Once again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website GamboneLaw.com. If you have an opportunity, check out our blog. I'm going to link it in here as well as our latest e-update. Went out today to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Some fantastic blog articles as always. And as always, we have our books and blogs and videos available at no cost to you. We believe that an educated client is in the best possible position to receive a great result in their case. Once again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you all very soon.